Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2, and I'm stoked because this is the fourth time I've recorded this episode. So, this is gonna be a quickie because I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I've given her all she's got, Cotton. So, I'm doing a couple of things, just because I know they need to be done. For instance, this guy needs to be rotated this way. It will still count for this shape, but it needs to be rotated this way for the next two shapes, for this one and this one. Alright? Ask me how I found that out the hard way. I'm also setting these up on the top level. Okay? Next, we've got this monstrosity. We're going to cut those from there. Cut this, boom, here. Have this coming on in. But oh no, we can still do that. But what we're doing is we've got these guys on the bottom. These guys, we are going to do a half rotate. Like so. And then send them out on the top. Oh, but not there. Nope. They are going to go on the top here. Okay. And then we need a stacker, which we've got here. But we only need half of a stacker. And you see, that makes that shape. Very cool. Notice that it's on the bottom. So I'm going to take this and run it on in here. So that's going to start delivering that shape. But it's only delivering 2 lanes at a time, which is not enough. So I'm going to take these guys and go way up here. So we've got squares and red. That's for squares, and we just need to put these in. So that's going to bring the squares, and then we need that, which is here. Yep. Boom. And feed that in there. Now, again, let's double check. These are going out on the bottom level and going in on the bottom level. All right, that is good. But let's come back over here. Grab these 2 monsters and put them here. Alright, so those come in. Boom, boom, boom. They're going to come out, but I think I'm going to want them on the other side. Yeah, so I will have these coming out here. And it is going to take about 5 years for these to come down here. And join in here. Again, on the lower level. Right? All good? Yes. Okay. So those are all going to be lower level. In the meantime, let's work on painting these red. So again, we're going to come up here and grab our painter tool. And we'll grab our painters from here and here. But again, I have learned these need to go up. Okay, and pipe, pipe, pipe. Because it's an upper input here. Okay, so that is going to give us red spikies that are in this direction, and those will combine with green spikies in this direction. And why are those stopped? Oh my god. These are stopped. I know why. Because over here. Boink. Let's go up here. Get these running on in. And, yes, right here. We're going to go up and in. Up and in. Up and in. And up. And in. And keep running these guys in. Okay. So now, yes, now those are all running. Good. And we'll see squares here soon. Yes. Perfect. Okay. I'm sorry for the lack of commentary. If you have any questions, please post them below. If this episode doesn't record correctly, you're never gonna see this, and I'm going to not record an episode. There will not be an episode on Friday. I will probably just have a little update video. That'll be me crying in front of my stack of records. Okay, these are finally just now making it out of there. So they're going to have to go all this way. Look at that. My God. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to need the swapper, it turns out, to make the checkerboard pattern. It's the easiest way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some tasks so we can start earning research points. And that means I need room. So I am cutting all of our blueprint point machines. What do you think of that? And this is going to be our first one. What we're going to do for this is a cut. We'll do it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're going to take this and we will do that for those and that for those. So that gives us 2 rows of these, which is great. Absolutely great. Alright, now we're going to need 2 of these guys, which we can get just from 1, of course. But first what we can do is we can just do a half destroy, and then do that. Then we will cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all we want is this shape. So that means we need to do that to every other one. Oops, not there. But there's not enough room. Oh no, there is. That's fine. 2 and 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to take these guys this way and bring them out. We're going to take these guys this way and go up. Okay, stacker doodles. We want a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And this one will have these guys going right on in. And these guys as well. Then this one will jump the gulf and be right like so. Input there, input there, boom, boom. Bob is your uncle. Okay, that's going to get delivered up pretty quickly. Next is we're just going to destroy half of those. So once those have delivered, we are going to put in destroyers. Oh my goodness. This better work, this episode, I tell you. I'm recording this on Thanksgiving. This is the third time I've recorded this on Thanksgiving. It's still just after noon, so I'm not missing out on anything. I assume there's football going on. I don't care about football. So these guys have at least made it through the 2 turns, and now they're coming down this way. So yeah, after this, if this better work. What are we going to do? After all this, then we're going to implement a swapper. So what I'll do is I'll put the swapper in here and here with each of these half belts. And then that's going to create a full belt. And but the main thing we need to do is after these greens deliver, we're going to start bringing in these reds, which should be backed up here. Yes. Very good. And it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is on the bottom, this is on the top, so that's all good. All right, this guy is done. Let's get the destroyer. Bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so you can see that's the shape. Okay, after that one delivers in, we are going to need to just stack a full circle on top of this. So let's grab this dude, and we'll do one of them here, and we'll do one way down here. And take this guy in like so, and this guy in like so. Boom, boom. So we'll get those guys coming in there and those ones coming in there. And that is setting up for the next shape. Then, after that, we're just going to need to destroy these in half. So actually, what I'm going to do, just to give us some extra breathing room, is do this. That way I can bring these, destroy them down here with this. Boom, boom, boom. And then it'll run in like that. Okay? But that's 2 stages away. Alright, our green spikies are cruising along, looking good. How are we doing on these? Oh my god. Look at that. They still have this so far to go. "19 platforms to go just to join the river here. But good news is that we're a quarter of the way done up here. So, all right, these guys are done. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And now we have enough points to buy this swapper. So, swapper, swapper, disco bopper. I'm going to build you here, just so I can show what we're doing. Okay. So this shows the spikes just because it's part of the same network that these are on, even though there's no spikes coming in here. So what we need to do is take these guys, and half of them we're going to rotate this way, half of them we're going to rotate this way. So we'll do that and that. Then we need our swapper, and the swapper is going to be like so, with 4 of those, and then we're going to be jumping in half of them. Like that. So we can do this, and we can do this. See what that does? That creates our checkerboards. But if you look, you can see this one is top left is gray, top left is red. So that means they are not what we want. And yeah, so I'm going to do this. Oh my god. Okay, and actually these ones I'm going to jump, because the final shape we want is top left red. Okay, so these guys will come over here and just get a quarter turn. Which makes top left red. Then they're going to come down and go in out this way. The other ones are already top left red. So they're going to do that. See, all good. Now I'm going to cut that, and I'm just going to leave this as is. Like I said, when we need it, we're going to pop it in right here and here. And when I do it up here, I need to reverse these doohickeys. Alright. Green is good. So we need a stacker, a full stacker. But we need you to go out on the top. Okay. And again, yes, that's going to create the shape that we need. And we are good on this. So now we just need, to just chop it in half, or do the old Western destroy. Okay. Cool and groovy. That is going to get those 690 shapes delivered in. Oh my god, these are so slow. Look, we do have 4 belts though. Oh, these are slow because that's when I was peeling them off to build out the swapper. It's kind of cool how these are coming in and crossing the lane. Alright, and our red and green spikies are going to be coming in and starting to run up to 6,000. So let's jump ahead to when this task is done. And then I've got another task that we can work on. Okay, so we'll jump ahead. Alright, this has finished up. And now let's just tackle this guy. I mean, this one's an easy run. And yeah, everything's coming in on those. So that's great and groovy. Let's just kibosh that. And yeah, this stuff. Alright, so what we want on this one is, it's all squares. And we're going to start with a cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. And run those in. Okay. Now, if we give that one, no, this is the one that we want. Okay, so this one is good as is. This one, okay, we want to, I think, do this way, and then do a destroy, and then do a clockwise. Yeah, so see, this plus this equals this. And we're going to do that, and then this. Because then we're going right on into a stacker. So let's copy that. Boom. Oops. Boom. And boom. Okay. That is that one done. Now we just have to double it up because we're going to stack. So let's do this. Here. Why not? And alright, we're going to do this. And we'll just take this here. 2, 3, and 4. and run that in that way. So all we're going to do is we're going to cut this and bring it out. Then we'll take this guy and run it in on top. Look at this. This guy is almost done. Then we can start getting the swapper going, but we have to wait till this is done to fully implement the swapper. That's okay. Once this gets to 5600, I'm going to cut it off, I think. How are we doing on operator shapes? This guy is chugging along silently in the background. Once this completes, we're going to get another 25,000 blueprint points. So that's why I'm not worried about destroying all these blueprint points. It's all okay. I'm much more worried about this video not dying. Oh, there go the doggies. Yeah, the first one I did had no audio. Can you hear it? Oh my goodness. First one had no audio, and then the next three had no real video. Like it had video, but not this. It was just like showing a screen on in the background. Okay, so let's fast forward up to the next thing, whether it's this or that. All right, looks like I'm gonna cut this mamma jamma off right now. Then I'm gonna take this guy, cut it. Oops. Rotate. Yes, there we go. And that is creating exactly what we want. And up here, we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. Okay. So that's going to start delivering this checkerboard shape, which isn't a shape that we need, so we don't really care. But what happens is after this gets down, then I'm going to cut it here and drop in a stacker. Alright, this one is, I'm cutting that off. Let's see if this is going to have, yeah, it's going to have at least 10 pieces. So now we're on the next one. Alright, our next one after that, we just need a top left circle piece. So we're going to come down here, do these, and do that. And then do that, and then do that. So we'll do the same thing here, in that we're just going to cut it here and route these in here, while in the meantime these guys are going to fill up in here. Then the shape after that is going to be, need this to be stacked up. So we're just going to do this. That's kind of silly, but it works. And yeah, we're just going to do that, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's do this differently. Let's take these guys and move them out to here. Okay. And put it in. This one is going to come up and go in there. But this is going to come along and just zoop into the bottom. So that's going to give us that double stacky, which at that point will work with this. So it's future work, all good to go. Let's zip ahead until this gets to, well, either, okay, this will be done first. We'll zip ahead to that. All right, we just had we can claim our first level of operator shapes. Now check out our blueprint points. 76,000, kaboom, 102,000. Yeah, you get 25,000 blueprint points for each delivery of those, each level, which is great. And that is only going up. 40 platform limit and 2 research points. It's not a ton of research points, but that's okay. All right, we are still cruising along with both of these, doing great. And about to finish. So once we do have trains, again, I don't know if I've said this in this episode yet. Once we have trains, all of this is gone. Just select delete. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this BP top and BP bottom to recreate, to build out our blueprint points, at least this guy. Now, depending on the cost of fluid wagons down here, then I'm probably also going to, I'll probably just go right to here. We'll probably skip over this one, go right to this one. Okay. Now I see that we're at 5,600. That, to me, is enough. So I'm cutting you and pasting you. And this is going to create our final shape for this milestone. So we've got to have at least 300 shapes in the belt line for this. And that is going to finish that off. Otherwise, well, you know, it'll be ugly. Do we have 100? We've easily got 100 in there. Excellent. And these are our final shapes rolling on in. It's only one full belt. There we go. It's going to take a while to get to 21,000. So we are going to start next episode when we're probably up closer to 20,000 of these shapes in and delivered. So I'm not making you sit through all that. That's me. I'm going to have to sit through that. So we can boom, boom, boom. Get rid of that. And these guys are cruising along. Yeah, we're good. I'm calling it. Yeah. Okay, so this will be our next shape going in. Yay. Another 10,000 blueprint points. So I'm not very worried about blueprint points. And look at that. We are cruising in. 12, 20, there we go. 21. All we need is 1,000 times more. And this one is rolling in. We only need 690. So we'll get 10,000 for this and 10,000 for that. So that's another 20,000 blueprint points. We are grooving. So, yes, the first thing I'm going to do is recreate the blueprint shapes. Get those going. Next thing I'm going to do with trains is recreate our operator shape number 1, this guy. But I'm going to make it much bigger. Hopefully. At least 4 cars worth. And yeah, so that will be after that. And for that we just need circles and squares, I believe. Yeah. Yep, circles and squares, red and blue. So we'll find something out here that does it. But I think what I'm going to be doing too is setting up a whole train delivery system. So we'll have operator shapes in one area and we'll do tasks in another. And make it a little bit more modular, a little bit easier to update. Our main upgrades that we need, as I said, again, I apologize if I've already said this episode, because I've said it at least 4 times before, is want to get the fluid wagons. That's a cheap one. That's not going to be big. We can probably afford that now. After that, we're going to aim for 3rd floor. That's the main thing we want. After that, we'll probably do... Oh, and vortex delivery will be the other next big one we go for. Okay. Vortex delivery means we don't ever have to upgrade our delivery space, which is handy. Okay, so this is all going, cruising along, no worries. I'm not worried about this. This is standard task shape. You guys know how those work. These are going. We're at 820-ish of those. 3-4-ish belts coming in. We will catch you next episode. Thank you so much. This is Gramps, signing off.